Hi, this is Blair Pleasant, and I'm in La Jolla at the UC Summit, and I'm with Rick Fitzgerald. Rick is Vice President Channel Sales North America for Unify, or as we say, Unify, formerly Siemens Enterprise Communications. So welcome, Rick.
Thank you, Blair, and thank you for, let me start by saying thanks for a great event. This is my first time participating, and I found it to be very informative, good exchange of information, great networking venue, and of course you can't beat the weather and the company, so kudos to your organization for a job well done.
Thank you. What would you say are the key points that Unify delivered to the resellers and consultants here?
Okay. I think it's safe to say that it's very exciting times at Unify right now, and most folks understand what I mean by that. We've had some very substantial changes in the organization over the last 90 days at the top of the organization, namely a new CEO, Dean Douglas, a new Chief Marketing Officer, a gentleman named Bill Hurley. They just created a new position, which is a worldwide role for a gentleman by the name of John Pritchard, who is our Executive VP of Channels, something that we've not had a focus on in the past. And as of yesterday, I understand we have a new CFO, a lady whose name I don't know yet, but she's coming to the organization also with a good deal of channel background, having served as a CFO for Vodafone in one of the European operations. So,
is she from Westcon also?
No, she is not. Most of them are from Westcon, IBM, Motorola. We also have a new VP GM in North America, Steve Shank. They are the team that has come in are very familiar with one another, worked with each other in the past, and most notable have a very steep background in the channel distribution business. And as you know from your exposure to Siemens, now Unify, has not been a serious focus of ours, let's put it that way, for quite some time. And I think that move alone is a statement to the marketplace about where we're heading and where our commitments are. So, I've had a lot of questions in the the focus sessions about what's different. Certainly it starts with that. Sweeping changes like that bring about major differences in the organization. And from a channels perspective, and as you mentioned, my responsibilities is with the channels in North America. We're looking to build out the organization, to bring on more software as a services oriented type channel partners. One of the key objectives that Dean set out for us in the very beginning when he joined in January was the fact that we were going to convert to a software organization, and we're going to be 100% focused on the build out of channels. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to have a direct sales organization, and particularly here in North America, we will. But we're changing how we leverage that direct organization and make it more channel friendly. So you know as well as I do the best way to do that is to change compensation plans so that you neutralize any barriers that might exist between a direct and indirect organization. So we've not only we're in the process of changing our compensation plans to incent our direct sellers to work with our channel community, but we, as you may know, in the course of the last couple of years, have restructured the North American operation to the point where we now are verticalized into 7 different distinct verticals versus regions throughout the company, or the country, I should say. And we want to leverage those vertical expertise. One of the focus sessions that I sat in, I heard quite a bit of interest, I should say, expressed by the SIs in wanting the vendors to bring that level of experience to the market, because much of the UC interests and opportunities are set around vertical approaches to the marketplace. So from a channels perspective, what's going to be different? One, we're going to be building it out in a major way with a global initiative. We're going to be changing what we call our go-forward partner programs to become more attractive, simply said, to provide partners the opportunity to make more money with us and to leverage the skills that we have as an organization, both in terms of the direct sellers and our services organization, whether that be managed services or professional services, will be provided to our partner in a channel-friendly, complementary fashion. I had one of the gentlemen in one of the focus sessions made a statement about it's easy to talk about what you're going to do. Many vendors talk about their direction, but we're actually putting plans in place to make this happen, and least of which is the change in the management organization. So we're also, as you know, there's a lot of buzz and has been at this event and previous industry events around the new offering that we've announced and coming to the marketplace in the fall of this year in the form of Project Ansible. I'm not going to go into details about that offering, but needless to say, it's a new way to work. It's a solution that provides what we call a single pane of glass for communications and collaboration. We're getting a lot of good feedback, not only at this event, but other events. We're going to be releasing that in the fall timeframe, and that will be a solution that overlays any platform in the marketplace. So it'll not be just focused on Unify customers, of which there are quite a few around the globe, but our competitors' customers as well. And I should not be remiss in mentioning that yesterday, as a matter of fact, there's a press release that came out from a international partner meeting that we were having in Dubai from John Pritchard. And it was a very bold statement in which he said that he was essentially laying down the gauntlet, and he said he wanted to put the industry and our competitors on notice that we intend to be the partner of choice for communications and collaborations in our industry. So put the stake in the ground, but I would tell you, just being inside the organization, I know that the actions are taking place to deliver on that commitment. So very exciting times. We seem to be getting good feedback in these focus sessions relative to our channel strategy and our portfolio as well. The last thing I'll comment on is the fact that we're expanding our portfolio. In some of those sessions, we saw many charts that you folks showed about market share in the UC space, and I think we had a 3% market share. That has largely to do with the fact that we had not participated in the SMB space through a distribution model. So we're bringing a UC portfolio on the SMB side of things to the marketplace. It'll be introduced here in the next month or so, and we're expecting to see some major changes there. So all in all, very exciting times. Very competent leadership organization, a commitment by Siemens, unified now, as we know, to continue to invest in the build out of our offerings. We've always had good products, but we've been lacking in our channel distribution strategy, and this is where I think we're going to make a huge difference.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and again, thank you for being one of our long-term sponsors at the UC Summit, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you, Blair.